everyone. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast.
Hey, English learners. Today's episode is super useful. We're talking about job interviews.
That's right, and we're focusing on one very common question. Why should we hire you?
Oof, that question can be scary, right? Laugh.
Yes, but don't worry, we'll teach you how to answer it with confidence.
Thank you for the opportunity. I believe I'm a great fit for this company. I have strong communication skills, and I enjoy working with people.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. In my last job, I helped many customers solve problems. We answered many calls every day. I suggested a new way to answer faster. It worked. We helped 90% of customers in the first call.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay, now tell me, what's your biggest weakness?
Good question. I sometimes struggle with time management. I used to be late. But I took a course to improve. Now I plan my tasks better and come on time.
Let's pause for a moment and break this down a bit. You just heard a lot of useful words in that interview, right? Some of them might sound simple, but they're actually super powerful when you use them the right way. For example, phrases like, I believe I'm a great fit, or I suggested a new way. They make you sound confident and capable, even if you're nervous inside. So don't worry if it feels a little awkward at first. We're here to help you feel more natural when you speak English, especially in serious situations like a job interview.
First up, let's talk about the word fit. When someone says, I'm a good fit, they don't mean their clothes fit well. They mean they're a match for the job or the company. It's like saying, I get what you need, and I can totally do it. It shows that your skills and personality line up with the team. People use this phrase in interviews all the time because it sounds confident and professional. Just make sure you've said something meaningful first. Don't walk in and say, hi, I'm a great fit, before they even ask a question. Timing matters.
Next, let's talk about communication skills. This basically means you're good at speaking clearly and also listening carefully. It's not just about talking a lot. Sometimes the best communicators are the best listeners. If you can explain your ideas well and understand what others are saying, you're already halfway there. Of course, sometimes we all mess up and say the wrong thing or get a little confused, but that's totally normal. Just keep practicing, and soon you'll sound like a pro in any conversation, especially during interviews.
We also heard the phrase, solve problems. This simply means fixing issues or helping people when something goes wrong. It could be anything, from answering a tricky question to finding a way to make a customer happy. Being good at solving problems shows that you're calm under pressure and ready to take action. Of course, sometimes we try to solve problems and accidentally make things worse. Happens to everyone. But that's part of learning and growing. Just keep practicing, and soon you'll be the go-to person when a problem pops up. It's a great skill to have, especially in any job.
Then we had the word struggle. If you struggle with something, it means that thing is hard for you or takes a lot of effort. It could be anything from learning new skills to managing your time well. Everyone struggles sometimes, even experts. Sometimes it feels like you're climbing a mountain with no end in sight, but that's totally normal. The important thing is to keep going and not give up, because struggles help you grow and get better every day.
And finally, let's talk about the word punctual. Being punctual means you show up exactly on time, not early, and definitely not late. It's a really important quality, especially in jobs where timing matters, like meetings or appointments. People who are punctual show respect for others' time and that they are reliable. Of course, sometimes life gets in the way. Maybe your alarm didn't ring or traffic was crazy, but the goal is always to be as punctual as possible. Employers really appreciate this because it helps everything run smoothly.
You can say, I struggle with punctuality, but I'm improving. This means you sometimes have trouble being on time, but you're working hard to get better at it. Everyone has something they need to improve. No one's perfect. Sometimes it's hard to leave the house early, or maybe you get caught up doing something and lose track of time. But admitting this shows honesty and a willingness to grow, which interviewers really like. So don't be afraid to talk about your struggles while showing how you're fixing them. It makes you look responsible and motivated.
Here are 3 simple but super helpful tips for your interview. First, always prepare your answers ahead of time. Don't try to make them up on the spot because, trust me, that's when you might freeze or say something silly. Second, practice good body language. Sit up straight, make eye contact, and smile. It shows confidence, even if you're nervous inside. And third, don't forget to ask questions at the end of the interview. It shows you're interested and serious about the job. Follow these tips and you'll definitely make a great impression.
One important tip is to start your answer with confidence. Say something like, "I believe I'm a good fit." It shows you believe in yourself and what you bring to the table, which interviewers really like. Just don't say it like you're bragging or overconfident. There's a fine line between confident and cocky. Think of it like telling a story where you're the hero, but without sounding like you're boasting. It can feel a little awkward at first, but once you get used to it, it becomes second nature. So practice this line, smile when you say it, and you'll start off your interview on the right foot.
2. Always give a clear example to back up your answer. Tell a short success story that shows how you solved a problem or helped your team. Interviewers love hearing real stories because it makes your answer more believable and memorable. Just don't make it too long or boring. Keep it short and sweet. Sometimes we get carried away and start telling our whole life story, but that can lose their attention fast. So pick one quick example, focus on the important parts, and finish strong. This shows you're thoughtful and prepared.
3. Always be honest about your weaknesses, but make sure you show that you're actively working to improve them. Interviewers appreciate honesty because nobody's perfect, and it shows self-awareness. For example, you can say something like, "I struggle with time management, but I'm taking steps to get better." It's okay to admit you're not perfect. After all, we all mess up sometimes. Just don't make it sound like you're giving excuses or blaming others. Instead, focus on the progress you're making and how you're committed to growing. This shows maturity and a positive attitude.
And always remember to smile. A smile shows confidence and positivity, and it can make a big difference in how interviewers perceive you. Sometimes interviews can feel really stressful, and it's easy to forget to smile, but even a small smile can lighten the mood and help you relax. Plus, smiling makes you look friendly and approachable, which is exactly what you want in a job candidate. Just don't overdo it and look like you're grinning at a joke no one else heard. Keep it natural and genuine, and you'll leave a great impression.
And one more thing, don't ever say, "I have no weakness." Everyone has weaknesses. Saying you don't makes you sound either dishonest or unaware of yourself. Interviewers want to see that you know your areas for improvement and are willing to work on them. Plus, trying to act perfect just makes things awkward. It's much better to be real and share a small weakness honestly. Trust me, everyone struggles with something. It's human. So relax, be genuine, and remember that no one expects you to be flawless. That honesty can actually impress your interviewer.
So, next time someone asks you, "Why should we hire you?" you'll know exactly what to say. It might seem like a tricky question, but now you've got some solid tips and examples to share. Just remember to stay confident, be honest, and tell a clear story about your strengths. And if you get a little nervous, don't worry, everyone does. Just take a deep breath, smile, and show them why you're the perfect fit for the job. You've got this.
You got this. Remember, the more you practice your answer, the more confident you'll feel. Try practicing with a friend who can give you feedback, or even with us here on the podcast. We're happy to help. Sometimes practicing out loud makes you realize funny mistakes you didn't expect, and that's totally okay. The key is to keep going and not take yourself too seriously. Soon, answering tough interview questions will feel easy and natural. So keep practicing and believe in yourself.
Thanks so much for listening to the English Learning Podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and fun. Remember, learning English is a journey. Sometimes it's smooth, and sometimes it feels a little tricky. But don't worry, we're here to help you every step of the way. Keep practicing, stay positive, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. We can't wait to see you back for the next episode. Take care and keep smiling.
Don't forget to subscribe to the English Learning Podcast so you never miss a lesson. We've got lots of great tips, fun stories, and helpful advice coming your way. Sometimes learning English can feel tough or confusing, but with a little practice and patience, you'll get there in no time. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Keep up the great work.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast. We hope you had fun and learned something new along the way. Remember, learning a language can be challenging sometimes, but it's also super rewarding. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you grow. We'll catch you next time with more tips and tricks. Take care and see you soon.
Website da 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 da